Imagine this for a moment, a refrigerator that looks safe, cool, and calm. A place we trust to maintain our health. But what if there are some foods that don't belong there? Hello dear friends, wherever you are today. This video is for those of you who want to live a calmer, more conscious, and kinder life in your later years. Here, we're not talking about fear. We're not talking about strict prohibitions. We're talking about small choices that have a big impact. 4 simple foods, 4 daily habits, and 1 common goal. To maintain your quality of life in a gentle way, think of your body as an old friend. It doesn't ask for much. It just wants to be treated with care. In this video, we'll take it slow, with a warm story, easy to understand language, and a message that resonates with everyday life. No rush, no complications, just a little awareness can make each day feel lighter. Life doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be more mindful, if you want to understand your body more tenderly, if you want to age peacefully, and if you believe that health starts with simple things. Then this video is for you. Let's begin this little journey. With a warm heart, a calm mind, and the hope of a better life. Day by day, have you ever opened the refrigerator and felt reassured because all your food was neatly stored inside? The refrigerator may seem like the safest place. It's cool, clean, and quiet. But did you know, not all food feels comfortable there. Some foods, when stored in the refrigerator for too long, can slowly change their properties, and these small changes, if they persist, can put an extra strain on the body, especially as we age. Hello dear friends, wherever you are right now. This video was created with care to accompany you with a light-hearted story, simple language, and a message that is easy for anyone, anywhere in the world, to understand. There's no fear here. There's no threat, just a small awareness, so that we can treat our bodies more gently. Today we'll embark on a little journey together. About 4 foods that we often keep in the refrigerator, but we shouldn't, and we'll discuss them one by one. Slow, calm, and full of warmth. Before we get to the main story, if you find videos like this helpful, please support this channel by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. Think of it as a gentle nod to show that this story has brightened your day. Your small support helps this message reach more elderly friends around the world. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Now, let's sit back and relax, take a deep breath, and let's begin today's first story. Next, we'll talk about cooked rice stored in the refrigerator. Rice is a simple food, calm, filling, and it often accompanies us for years. Many people habitually store leftover rice in the refrigerator. It seems logical. Cold means safe, but cooked rice is like bread fresh from the oven. It's happiest when it's fresh. When rice is stored in the refrigerator for too long, its natural structure can slowly change. Under certain conditions, tiny microorganisms can develop and affect the quality of the rice. A young body may adapt quickly, but as it ages, it becomes more sensitive to small changes. Think of our body as a valuable, classic machine. It's still going strong, but it needs cleaner fuel and gentler treatment. If rice that's been stored for a long time is consumed repeatedly, it can slowly affect digestive comfort, mental clarity, and daily energy. Not today, not tomorrow, but slowly, like drops of water falling continuously. This doesn't mean rice is dangerous. This doesn't mean the refrigerator is always wrong. What matters is how and when it's stored. Think of rice as a polite guest. It comes, provides benefits, and then wants to leave. If we force it to stay too long in a cold place, it doesn't get angry, but its benefits gradually diminish. It's as if the refrigerator is saying, I'm good for many things, but not all. If you want to store rice, store it for a short time. Use a sealed container. Warm it thoroughly before consuming, or, the simplest and best option, cook just enough. Simplicity is often the highest form of wisdom. As we age, we learn that life isn't about storing everything. Sometimes, letting go is better than hoarding. Whether it's food, habits, or old ways that no longer work. Caring for your body is a form of respect for life's long journey, and every small choice today is a gift for tomorrow. We've only discussed one food. There are 3 other foods that are often stored in the refrigerator, but if done consistently, can affect the health of the body and mind. Don't worry, we'll discuss them one by one, with simple stories. And warmth. Always remember, aging isn't about living less, but about living more consciously. Stay healthy, stay calm, and keep enjoying every day. Next, we'll discuss something that's almost always in our kitchens. Small, simple, and often considered infallible. However, because we use it so often, we rarely pay attention to how to store it properly. Imagine a small item that's supposed to provide warmth to food, but loses its power because it's stored in a place that's too cold. Dear friends, we walk slowly, without rushing, without worry. Because our goal isn't to scare people, but to maintain a quality of life that remains comfortable and balanced as we age. Next, we'll discuss garlic, which is often stored in the refrigerator. Garlic is known throughout the world. It's used in various cultures. It's often referred to as a symbol of warmth and protection for the body. But garlic is like a small sun. It prefers dry, warm, and well-ventilated places. When garlic is stored in the refrigerator, the cold and humid air can change its texture. It can become soft, sprout easily, and slowly lose its natural qualities. These changes may seem small, but for the body as it matures, small things often have a noticeable impact. Think of garlic as a valuable old book. If stored in a damp place, the pages slowly deteriorate. The content is still there, but it's not as potent as it once was. The same goes for garlic in the refrigerator. It doesn't cause immediate problems, but its benefits can be reduced, and it can be more difficult for sensitive bodies to digest. Garlic isn't harmful. The refrigerator isn't the enemy. What matters is the appropriate storage location. If garlic that has changed its quality is consumed too often, some people as they age may experience stomach discomfort. Digestion feels heavier, fatigue. It's not because of the garlic, but because of how we treat it. Like an old friend, it wants to be treated the right way. Garlic is happiest in a dry place at room temperature with good air circulation. No need to be complicated. No need to be excessive. Simplicity is key. As we get older, we increasingly understand one important thing. Not everything needs to be stored for too long, be it food, memories, or old habits. Life feels lighter when we choose what's fresh, what's appropriate, and what we truly need today. Taking care of our body isn't about prohibitions, but about balance and mindfulness. We've already covered the second food. There are 2 more foods that often end up in the fridge without us realizing their impact. Don't worry, we'll cover them the same way. Slowly, warmly, and easily understood. Because a good life isn't about perfection, but about small, daily awareness. Next, we'll talk about something we often think is safest in the refrigerator. Its bright color, its soft texture, and it's often the choice when we want something fresh. However, like flowers kept too cold, this food can lose its natural potency. If stored at the wrong temperature, dear friends, we're still walking this little journey together. Slowly, calmly, and mindfully. There's no fear here. Just a gentle reminder so that we can live more comfortably and balanced lives as we age. Next, we'll talk about tomatoes, which are often put straight into the refrigerator. Tomatoes are known in almost every culture. They're used in a variety of cuisines around the world. Fresh, simple, and colorful. But tomatoes are like any fruit that loves sunlight. They grow and ripen in warmth. When tomatoes are stored in the refrigerator, their natural processes can be halted. Their texture becomes softer, their flavor diminishes, and their natural qualities slowly decline. These changes aren't always obvious. However, the body as we age is often more sensitive to small changes. Think of a tomato as music played too softly. The notes are still there, but the warmth is diminished. The same goes for a tomato in the refrigerator. It's still edible, but its benefits and comfort are no longer as strong as when stored properly. Tomatoes aren't the body's enemy. The refrigerator isn't always the wrong place. What matters is the right temperature and time. If tomatoes that have been in the refrigerator for a long time are consumed consistently, some people as they age may experience a more sensitive stomach. Discomfort after eating, digestion feels slower. These aren't major issues, but like small steps taken in the wrong direction. If left unchecked, the body sends subtle signals. Tomatoes are happiest at room temperature, away from direct light. With enough air once cut, then they need to be stored in the refrigerator and used within a short time. We don't need to be perfect, just more aware. As we mature, we understand that warmth is key, not just for food, but also for our thoughts, relationships, and how we treat ourselves. Just as tomatoes thrive at the right temperature, we thrive best when we're in the right environment. We've covered the third food. There's just one more food that we often keep in the refrigerator without realizing its impact on our bodies as we age. Because living well isn't about lots of rules, but about choosing the ones that are kindest to ourselves. Next, we'll discuss a food that seems strong, simple, and often considered long-lasting. It doesn't spoil easily, it doesn't change shape easily, and it's often left unattended in the kitchen. However, when this food is stored in the refrigerator, it can slowly change the way it works in the body, especially as the body ages. We've discussed some foods that should not be stored in the refrigerator. With slow steps, light stories, and a calm heart, we'll come to one last food. And a simple yet meaningful life message. Let's sit comfortably, take a deep breath, and let's continue together. Next, we'll discuss potatoes, which are often stored in the refrigerator. Potatoes are a food known throughout the world. Simple, filling, and often a loyal companion at the dinner table. Because of their strong shape, many people think potatoes are safe to store anywhere, including in the refrigerator. However, potatoes are like living plants. Potatoes don't like temperatures that are too cold. When potatoes are stored in the refrigerator, some of their natural properties can change to a sweeter flavor. And when cooked, this change can make the body work harder to digest them. For a young body, this may not be noticeable, but for an aging body, the subtle changes can become more noticeable. Think of a potato as a road that's usually straight. When the temperature is too cold, the road becomes a bit winding. It's still passable, but requires more attention. The same goes for potatoes from the refrigerator. It's still edible, but the body needs to work harder to process it. Potatoes aren't a bad food. The refrigerator isn't always the right place. The important thing is to choose the method that's most gentle on your body. If potatoes from the refrigerator are consumed consistently, some older adults may experience a feeling fuller in the stomach, a feeling of energy dropping more quickly, a feeling of feeling less light. These aren't big issues, but the body always gives small signals. If we're willing to listen, potatoes are happiest in a dry place, in the dark, at room temperature with good air circulation. They don't need to be stored for long. Like life, potatoes are best enjoyed fresh and simple. As we age, we learn one important thing. Life isn't about adding, but about choosing. Choosing what we eat. Choosing the habits we maintain. Choosing how we care for our bodies and minds. The 4 foods we discussed are not to be avoided with fear, but to be treated with more wisdom, just like ourselves. The body as we age is not a weak body. It is an experienced body. It asks for only one thing: more gentle and caring treatment. May this little story serve as a warm reminder that health isn't about hard rules, but about calm awareness. Always remember, every small choice today is an act of love. For tomorrow, stay healthy, stay calm, and keep enjoying life. With a simple smile, dear friends, let's remember one important thing. Cooked rice, garlic, tomatoes, and potatoes are not direct causes of cancer or dementia. However, if consumed frequently in excess or stored improperly, the body has to work harder to digest them. In the long term, this can increase the risk of digestive disorders, decrease energy, and even affect brain health. So, the most important thing is to pay attention to how you store and how much you consume. This way, your body stays healthy, your energy levels are optimal, and you can live your days with ease, calm, and joy. Imagine this for a moment, if your body could speak today. It probably wouldn't ask for anything big. It just wants to be heard, understood, and treated gently. Hello, dear friend. Wherever you are right now, thank you for taking the time to walk with us to the end of this video. It's a truly precious gift. What we're discussing today is not about fear, not about strict prohibitions, and not about perfection. It's about small concerns, about simple awareness, about how we honor the body that has accompanied us through so many years of life. As we mature, we no longer rush through life. We begin to choose to live more calmly, slower, more consciously. Like the food we store, life feels better when we choose what suits us best, not what we have the most. It's okay if we haven't known this yet. It's okay if we only just realized it today. It's never too late to take better care of yourself. Remember one important thing. Your body is not a weak body. Your body is an experienced body. It just needs a little attention, a little patience, and a little love every day. And it all starts with small choices in the kitchen, at the dinner table, and in your daily habits. If this video made you feel supported, understood, or reminded you to be gentler with yourself, don't forget to hit the like button. Please share this video with someone you care about, and subscribe to this channel so we can keep walking together. Don't forget to also turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss the next video. And if you'd like, write in the comments what small habit you want to change starting today. We love reading your stories, because every story is a reminder that we don't walk alone. Thank you for your time, for your attention, and for the life you have lived so meaningfully. May your days be filled with health, serenity, and sincere smiles. Until we meet again, stay healthy, stay warm, and keep enjoying life day by day.